Hi, and welcome to my Hardcore Nuzlocking Pokemon Emerald Kaizo Until I Win series. Here are the rules. I can only catch the first Pokemon I encounter in each new area. Unless it's a duplicate, then I must re-roll. Battles must be played in set mode, and there's a level cap equal to the gym leader's strongest Pokemon +1.
Starting out, Brendan's Torchic is promptly KO'd, giving us access to Pokeballs, and thus our early game encounters. I decide to skip my Oldale encounter for the time being, hoping to come back with some Great Balls. Hence, I don't have a great Pokemon for the first Magma Grunt mini-boss battle, with sort of one exception. Gold, being a ground-type Pokemon, would be perfect, but she doesn't learn any ground moves until level 16, our level cap. So that's what I do, though from now on we have to be super careful not to level her up again, which means more pressure and experience gain on my other Pokemon. Now she's not Dig, the Magnemite quickly goes down. Next is Coughing, who we gently chip away at with Scratch until it's in the yellow, so Pink can KO it. Then easily two-shot the incoming Houndour. Bagon is sent out, so we switch to Blue. He gets off one charm, then 2 Ice Punches, and he's down. Finally, the Duskull stalls us with special conditions, but ultimately it only takes a couple of super effective hits from 38. We quickly move on to mini boss battle number 2 for this area, Trainer Red. After charming down the Eevee to combat its curse attack raises, I chip away at it, expecting a rest, but we actually do just enough damage to KO her using Water Pulse without having to battle against the repetitive healing. We switch to 38 for the sent out Pikachu, doing a round half with Bullet Seed when we can manage to attack through paralysis. Before we can get the KO, Red switches in Charmander, so we send in Blue to Water Pulse 2-shot. Pikachu comes back out, as does 38, but thanks to far more paralysis procs than we should have, based on the odds, I only managed to get one attack off before I have to worry about 38 being crit KO'd. Green is sent out, Mega Draining to finally take him out. We send Purple in against Bulby, who manages to set up a light screen on the switch. Purple one-shots with an Aerial Ace, and we're left with Squirtle, who starts by flinching us with Fake Out. Thanks to the light screen, we can't quite two-shot, and we're put to sleep the turn it fades. Green comes in to Mega Drain him for the KO, and just like that, we've unlocked encounters from Rustboro and the surrounding areas. While making my way to Rustturf Tunnel to grab my final encounter, I make a mistake and wander into a double battle instead of challenging each individually. Thankfully, Last Janice's team is kind of a joke, so we're not punished, KOing the pair unscathed. The very next trainer, the stupid jerk bugger, is where my real mistake occurs, however. I accidentally overlevel Honey. We've always had an Omanyte or Kabuto to take out Roxanne's Nosepass and Anorith, so I'm really worried about that battle all of a sudden. We lead Blue to get off a charm, which I hope she'll help in case she explodes. We then Water Pulse to get her slightly above half. Green is switched in to finish her off, but before she can, the Nosepass does indeed blow up, bringing Green down to the yellow. I really would have preferred the Thunder Wave there, but it is what it is. Lileep is in second, and as we have a Pokemon with Toxic, we get him poisoned and switch to avoid taking any big damage until he goes down. Relicanth is sent out, Roxanne's easiest Pokemon in my opinion, as 38 switches into Bullet Seed for the one-shot. Next is Anorith, who is a lot more annoying to deal with without an Omanyte or Kabuto. I switch in Blue to get off a charm, which he breaks through Para to do, but is brought to the red in return. I switch to the full HP Pink, who immediately dies to an X-Scissor crit. Wow, that was really unfortunately timed. We switch in Gold. I'm getting a little desperate at this point, so decide to get off a Sand Attack, going for that cheap accuracy lowering strat. From here we hit with a Dig, though she's also brought down to the red. This time I don't really have a good switch, which means sacrifice time. 38 can't quite get the KO, but that cheap accuracy drop pays off, as Anorith misses its X-Scissor, letting us get the KO next turn. Out comes Shuckle, and Bullet Seed does very little. I send out Blue to get off a charm and lower her attack, but she starts rolling out, leaving me on 1 HP. I switched to Green, who was able to synthesis to keep herself alive, but her attacks barely scratched Shuckle too. I try to set up growths and boost my special attack, but Shuckle also sets up attack boosts, which means I can't live the final hit of Rollout anymore. I sacrifice 38 to try and keep Green alive, and it hurts, but it works, with us ultimately being able to heal his rolling damage thanks to a crucial miss on the last hit. Lunatone comes out, and at this point we're toxic and in the yellow. Before we can Mega Drain, Roxanne takes us down. With Blue on 1 HP and paralyzed, he can't do anything other than be KO'd. And as Acid is so slow, she meets the same fate. What did I learn from this run? Never overlevel your Omanite / Kabuto. See you next run.